The key to successful betting is finding an edge, but to win, you also need to bet smart. Punting Form's feature race reports are exclusive to the Hub and Punting Form sectional pro form subscribers. The reports are a data-driven approach to identifying patterns in past performances and understanding the historic strengths typically required to win a particular feature race. Let's use the Group 1 CF4 Stakes as an example. From left to right, we see familiar information such as saddlecloth number, last 10 starts, name, trainer, jockey, weight and barrier. RB relates to how many runs back a horse has had in its preparation. 0 indicates they are first up into this race. DLR is days since their last run, and age is exactly that, with a reference to the sex of the horse. From there we move right to look at their last start performance. Race name helps identify key patterns of races that trainers are using as a stepping stone to the feature group races. It also displays the distance, the track and condition of the going that relates to its most recent start. To the 600 is the benchmark figure to the 600 metre mark regardless of the race distance, with the last 600 metre benchmark added to create an overall finishing benchmark of the lead-up race. What are benchmarks? Benchmark ratings are created by recording sectional times in 200 metre increments. They are raw times converted into a benchmark rating based on all races ran at the same distance at the same track, regardless of class, to compare apples with apples per se. Obviously, the more races run at a venue and distance, the stronger the sample size and the more credible the benchmark figure. So looking at Blackheart Bart first up in the Australia Stakes, we see that he's run 3 lengths faster than benchmark in his lead-up run to the 600 metre mark, and then finished off 5.6 lengths faster than benchmark for his final 600. The sum of both measurements gives us an overall benchmark of 8.6 lengths faster than benchmark, to finish second behind Malaguera in that race. The final section is the personal best within 2 years figure. This is an overall benchmark rating of the individual's personal best benchmark figure within that period. It also displays the distance. It shows the track and going where each runner has recorded their peak performance. For Blackheart Bart, we can see his 2-year PB. It's at this track and distance, 1400 metres at Caulfield on a good 3 rated surface, which is the same conditions as he faced that day. Looking at the feature race history, we see the past 4 years worth of winners. That includes the same information as what we see for the upcoming feature race. The additional information is the winner's SP and position in running. That adds another layer to the pattern of results. We must remember that this is a very small sample size and we must avoid anchoring bias and consider multiple factors when coming to a conclusion. However, some group races have a distinct pattern. For example, the Golden Rose for 3-year-olds in Sydney is seldom won by a horse that uses a lead-up run outside the Run to the Rose or the up-and-coming stakes. Below are the feature race comments. The purpose of these comments is to highlight any key outliers that may have prevailed to shape the outcome of past editions of the race. This could be bad luck, torrential rain, track bias, or simply explain how the race was run. Looking at the speed map, we try and get an understanding of where horses are likely to position upon settling. This is never an exact science, with tactics changing depending on barrier draws, fitness, and the intent from both trainer and jockey. On this occasion, A-Rod, Miss Rose de Largo, Ecuador and Termi Loose are expected to push forward, with Malaguera needing to burn energy early to cross to a forward position from a wide barrier. This scenario could make Malaguera vulnerable late. Once a speed map is established, we combine that with the benchmark figures, feature race history and take into account lead-up performances. We start to get an idea of which horses will be suited by the race shape, if the horse maps favourably or not, and most importantly, who is targeting this exact race. To summarise, Blackheart Bart coming into this race is the 1400 to 1600 metre specialist who fits a profile by rising from 1200 metres to 1400 metres from the Australia Stakes at Moonee Valley last start. If he can overcome his wide gate, which previous winners have, he only needs to run within 3 to 4 lengths of his PB figure to win. An improvement of 2 to 3 lengths off his first up run at Moonee Valley would be enough. The Punting Form team complete the race comment section to summarise the feature race report, but obviously you can form your own conclusion by interpreting the data. In this race, Blackheart Bart went on to win. Malaguera was the heavily backed second favourite. Divine Prophet and A-Rod spec'd in betting. Their suggested lay lucky hustler eased from 7 to 9.50 on the exchange. The one thing to remember is that horses with exceptional talent can defy the profile and should warrant plenty of respect at their next start. Horses with a big benchmark advantage can also defy the race profile to win. If there are runners that have poor benchmark figures, are short in betting, and are coming from the wrong historic lead-up race, they are most likely to drift or fail badly in the feature event, making them the worst suited or worst profiled horses, and may present a good lay betting opportunity. Punting Form feature race reports are exclusive to the Hub and Punting Form sectional Pro Form subscribers, and will be available on all group races for the upcoming calendar year, so make sure you visit the Hub each week.